Hey people, so today I am going to be doing a tutorial on this look right here. It is another very fall, spicy themed look. I did use the Morphe 350 palette to accomplish this look, and I tried to do an ombre, dramatic ombre lip. If you like this look and you want to see how I accomplished it, then just keep watching. So I have already primed and set my eyelids, and I used my typical hard candy eyeshadow primer and just set it with a neutral shadow. Today I'm going to be using the Morphe 350 palette. And I know it's old news now, I guess, since so many other palettes have come out since then, but I've never used this on camera or created a tutorial with it. And it's a good time of year to do it. If you like these very warm browns and oranges, this is the palette for you. Okay, so the first shades I'm gonna go in with are gonna be this guy here, which is like a really light brown, and this guy right here. None of these have names on them, so sorry about that. But I'm gonna use these as my first transition shades in my crease. And I'm putting these colors in my crease using the Morphe M441 blending brush. So we're just putting that from the outer to the inner corner and buffing that in the crease. This is our first shade, so I'm not trying to be too precise with this. I guess I should say shades. This is probably a little darker than I normally do for transition shades, but next we're gonna go in with this shade right here, which is a very orangey color. Let's go with an orangey color. I will be applying that with the Morphe M433 brush, being more precise. And I just want to add in a little bit of this fiery warmth to this brown. And just going from the outer to the inner corner, now staying within the crease. And as always, in between each shade, I'm going to go back in with the Morphe M441 and blend all of the color and edges together. Now I'm going to go in with this dark brown, with this dark brown right here. It's a very dark reddish brown, and I'm gonna put this on the inside and outside corners of my eye. So going to pat it and pack it in. I'm going to leave the center of my lid blank, or I'm just not going to apply any product to the inside of my lid yet. We're gonna pounce this here and then pounce this there, and then sort of start. And then you can connect the two within the crease. So we're gonna take things even darker, and I'm gonna go in with these two guys right here. Actually, I'm just gonna go in with this guy right here. I don't remember how this one performs, but we're about to refresh my memory. But I am just gonna pounce that on the outside corner, I think. Yeah, I think we can do that. Alright, so I'm going to go into the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette. So I'm going to mix Central Park, which is a nice deep brown rich shade, and this color called Abyss, which is just a black. And I'm going to put that, I am going to keep that on the outside corners of my eyes. So we're gonna go back into the Morphe 350 palette, and for my lid color, I'm gonna take this awesome shade right here, which is this just fiery red, coppery goodness. Rusty color, maybe? Yeah. I'm going to be applying that with the Morphe M167 flat shader brush, and I will be dampening it with water. Something that I have started to do when I'm about to blend my lid color with the rest of my shadows is I use this smaller Morphe M506 brush. I've used this before in the past for other looks. And if you use this or a brush this size in your crease when you just want to blend your lid color with your crease color, you can do it without blending away a bunch of the shininess on your lid color. And then that will kind of save you a step from having to go back and touch up the vibrancy on your lid color if you don't want to do that. And it's just a good way to blend colors and keeping the blending to the area that you want. So I'm gonna do some kind of smudged out black eyeliner for this look today. I'm gonna go in with my Maybelline New York Eye Studio Gel eyeliner as I normally use. And I'm going to apply that with the Sigma Small Angled E65 brush. So if I'm going to attempt any sort of winged eyeliner without the help of shadow shields, I purposely leave it this messy while I'm applying the eyeliner, which is annoying because it drives me nuts, but it's going to help because I have definitely made a mistake in my wing in some area. And you can use your makeup wipe to help guide how you want that wing to look and to correct mistakes you may have made if it's on the underside of your wing. Alright, so my wings are very tiny and messed up. I did keep them tiny on purpose because we are now going to go in with black eyeshadow and basically smoke out our wing. To smoke out the eyeliner, I'm going to use this e.l.f. small angled brush right here, and it's different from the eyeliner brush because it's a lot more thick. I would not use this to put eyeliner on myself because it is so thick, and if it is for eyeliner, then I just suck. Here, all you're doing along your lash line is softening the edges of everywhere that you put your eyeliner. And then you can embellish your wing, fix your wing, however. Using black eyeshadow is a lot more forgiving than eyeliner itself, in my opinion. I am now going to go in with this orangey color from the Morphe 350 palette in my fluffy Morphe brush and use it to blend things on the outside and high up. I am now going to put a coat of my Stila Huge Extreme Lash Mascara on my top lashes. I am going to be putting on falsies today just because I ended up with a little bit more of a dramatic wing than I had planned on. I'm going to be using Kiss lashes. I don't have the box anymore, but it's in the style Little Black Dress. We are now going to take a break on the eyes and let that eyelash glue settle and dry before we mess with them anymore and start on the face. I am going to prime my skin using the Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer as normal. I think in my last Ipsy bag I got this MAC strobe cream and I have seen it used before and I've seen it around. I have oily skin and so I don't tend to use it. I didn't think that strobing my face with this would be good, but it might maybe I can make it work out. You can either put it on your skin first, or you can mix it in with your foundation or whatever it is you're going to use to cover your face. I, of course, am going to use my concealer. I am going to use the Makeup Forever Ultra HD concealer today, and I am going to mix this with this. So I've got some concealer on the back of my hand because I don't have a mixing dish or mixing plate. That's something I should probably really get. So I've got that on here, and I'm gonna take this little guy here and dab some in there. I don't really know how much to use, so we're just gonna wing it. And then I'm gonna take the end of just a tiny brush here and mix it all together. So I'm gonna use the end of my brush to put this on my face because using my finger will kind of absorb product. So I'm gonna try not to absorb as much product as possible until it's on my face. And I am now going to blend all of this in using my damp Real Technique sponge. Okay, so I think I understand the strobe cream a little better. I think the intent of it was to give you kind of a dewy finish, and I definitely think it does that. It's very, very pretty right now. I don't know how it will look later on my skin. I have a feeling I might look like way more of a grease ball, but we'll just see. And I mean, it's good for you to know if you are watching this and you don't have oily skin and you want to know what the product does. It gives a very nice luminous finish to your skin. So because I was trying something completely new, I lost track of what I was doing, and I forgot to put my Tarte CC under eye cream on, and I'm gonna do that now. You see the difference that this stuff makes. Like, I hope you can see why this step is so important for me to do. So my camera shut off. I apologize for that, guys, but all I did was put the CC under eye cream underneath both of my eyes, and I used it to cover up the brown spots on my face. Then I took my Real Technique sponge and continued to blend the rest of the strobe cream and the concealer into my face. I'm now gonna go in with my little color correcting palette from e.l.f. and I'm going to use this green color right here just to help me out with the redness from breakouts that I have. Next, I'm going to set my face using the original RCMA makeup setting powder, translucent, and I'm going to put that on my face using my Real Techniques sponge dampened. Next, I'm going to set my under eyes using the e.l.f. under eye brightening powder, which is actually in this little Laura Mercier container that I've had, just because this container is easier to deal with it than the e.l.f. container. And I am applying that using the Sigma tapered highlighting brush F35. I'm now going to fill in my eyebrows. I am now going to fill in my eyebrows using the L'Oreal Paris Brow Stylist Shape and Fill in Light Brunettes. Okay, brows are filled. Now we're going to finish the eyes. With my Morphe M213 brush, I am going to use a lot of the colors that we used on our upper crease. So I'm gonna start out with this guy here and this guy here, which were the two shades that we used in our initial crease color. And I'm gonna go from the outside to the inside corner, hugging the lash line. Next, I'm gonna go in with this guy right here that we used. Next, I'm gonna go back into the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I am going to take the combination of the black color called Abyss and the brown color, so these. So Abyss and Central Park. But we're going to keep these two colors on the outside corners of our eyes. I am now going to smudge this out using my Morphe E18 brush that I use underneath all the time. And I'm gonna go in with that same color from the Morphe 350 palette, and I'm going to lightly dip this in here before I smudge everything out. Now I'm going to tightline and line my bottom waterline with the Marc Jacobs Highliner in Blacquer. Okay, so there is not a highlighting shade in the Morphe 350 that is light enough for what I want. So I'm gonna go into the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette and use the two colors called, I'm gonna use the two colors called Enlight and Beam right here for my brow bone and inner corners. Now I'm going to finish up the eyes, just putting a light coat of mascara on my bottom lashes. To finish the face, I am going to go in with my Tarte Amazonian Clay bronzer in matte, and it's in the color Park Avenue Princess, and I'm going to be putting that on my face using the Kat Von D brush number 4. Now it's time to blush up the cheeks. I'm gonna go in with my MAC blush called Melba, and I really gravitate towards this color when it's fall or winter. And I'm going to be putting that on my cheeks using a big angled Morphe brush. For highlighter today, I am going to be using my Fenty Beauty Killawatt Highlighter Duo, and I'm gonna be using both of them. I'm gonna put on the more subtle side here first, and then I'm gonna put on the not so subtle side on top of it. I really liked how the lipstick turned out with the completed look in my last tutorial, so I wanted to sort of branch out again. I am going to be using that same Bite Beauty color, and I want to say it's called Chocolate Mauve. I will have it listed down below, but I also got this color in my Ipsy bag from Sugar, and it's this really kind of a deep dark red color, and I'm thinking I want to try like some sort of an ombre lip. And I put concealer on my lips because I'm gonna try to overdraw my lips just a little bit because my lips are so thin. Okay, so those lips that I have going on right here turned out way harder than I anticipated. I have sat here for probably the last 30 minutes trying to make this work out, and I still don't know if it did. So we're gonna have to wait and see, I guess, when I'm done editing everything. I don't know. I'm gonna have to see about this. I Don't know. Next I'm going to take the Urban Decay makeup setting spray, the De-Slick makeup setting spray, and set my face. I finally got the fan that broke that I loved from Amazon. We'll see how long this one lasts, but I finally got it back. Alright people, so this is the finished look. I am not sure how I feel about the lips yet. I'm not sure if it's what I pictured in my head, but it still might be kind of cool. I don't know. You decide on that. I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and ring that little bell down there just so you're notified the next time I upload a video. I appreciate you stopping by. I will see you guys later and have a great holiday season.